Alright, cool. We're rolling. We're rolling, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Obviously, who you saying? You're not saying. Man's back in it. Man's back on the radio thing. You get me? Man, just doing quick podcast thing. You get me? Sunday and that. So obviously, like chill vibes and that. You get me? So obviously, man's just trying to share a couple things out here. Got my boy sitting right next to me. You get me? I'm not I'm not alone today. You get me? Man's not alone today. Man was alone last week. You get me? No, not even last week. Like a couple days ago. Man was doing a quick podcast thing on a solo thing. You get me? Actually, it lasted 2 hours, fam. So it wasn't a little quick thing, but you get me? Man went in on that still. But it's cool because that man knows no one listened. Huh?
What time is it?
It's 9 o'clock.
Alright, cool. This better be done.
Go on.
At 9:30.
Right. As you can hear, Nahia's sitting next to me. And the reason why we know is Nahia, because Nahia, once again, is talking about timings. But obviously, man's not trying to talk about timings. You get me? Sunday, obviously. Tomorrow is New Year's Day. So...
No, it's New Year's Eve.
I know, but I'm trying to make it seem as if today is New Year's Eve. So people that are listening are going to be like...
And people are going to be like, yeah, so it's so realistic, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to be here on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Joking. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Make sure you go outside and get yourself a seat at the fireworks display. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you suspect. If you suspect anybody, you tell the local authority as soon as possible. Make sure you, if you spot anybody with a backpack, make sure you tap them on the shoulder and just ask them very, very nicely. Excuse me, sir, do you have a bomb in there?
See it. Say it. Sorted.
Yeah, what is that?
That was the TFL.
What is it? Isn't it?
The London Underground.
Yeah, what did they say?
See it. Say it. Sorted.
Oh, so powerful.
I know.
I felt that in my face.
No, it says it in the Underground when you just... Yeah. When you're just walking around to the next line, it goes, ladies and gentlemen, see it. Say it. Sorted.
Damn. I could have put that better myself.
Yeah.
And personally, I think the London Underground are doing a cracking job of keeping those terrorists away from our trains.
Yes. Have you ever been to that? What station was it? Was it Monument?
I don't know.
No, it's not Is it Monument? Yeah, Monument. Oh my.
Okay, Monument is a station in London on the underground system.
Yeah,
for those who are listening who don't understand.
It's the Northern Line.
Yeah, Northern Line. Yep, specifically.
Like, you know when it says like mind the gap.
Yep.
Have you ever heard how it sounded like?
Well, in Embankment Station, I think it's Embankment.
It's Embankment.
It sounds mind the gap.
No, mind
the gap. The gap. Yeah, I saw it on a documentary.
It sounds German.
No, but that's the original one. It's the original thing.
Why does it sound German?
It's because he's speaking in very formal language, English dialect. So, what a go on, everybody? What a go on in? Holler at your boy. How's everyone doing today? Obviously, if you guys want to talk about anything, you can DM me and we can have a conversation via text message. And if I trust you enough, then I'll give you my number. We could talk about it.
You're desperate, man.
But I've only got 2 friends. You know this. Why are you disturbing me when I'm trying to make new friends?
You're a beggar.
Do you not understand? We're global now. We got fans in Nigeria.
Yeah, I got fans in Hungary.
You got fans in Hungary. Turkey, I got fans in Nigeria, Bangladesh. No, not Bangladesh. I can't say that because no one really knows me. But listen, it's a global thing. It's a global movement. I think I found someone who can really push us out there on social media. My brother was telling me today that he gets people to pay him in order to promote them. He's made £100.
Pounds?
Yes.
So
just from promoting people on Instagram.
And does he do this every week or?
I don't know, but he's just telling me today, and I was like, "Rah! Is this how deep you can take it with Instagram? It's mad." 213 streams, my boy. Go on.
Without doing anything.
We need to lock the car, fam, because I don't like the way them man just looked in. Don't look in like that ever again. It's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Like 3 hours until New Year's Eve. Bruv, it's the eve of New Year's Eve. It's mad. It's hella crazy right now because I feel mad psyched. I feel wavy, caramel skin like gravy. Cash.
All right, so 50% are female, 50% are male.
Wow, that's good. You got a
Age
nice
range is
little
between
audience
27 to 20, 23
Hey,
to
wait,
27.
what you saying? You're right. What's going on? Good. Yeah. You want to jump in? Well, that's the first time anyone's ever given us a positive sort of
Yeah, well, that
reaction
was,
to our podcast.
wow, 13%
Yeah,
is
don't talk into it like that because you're
Look.
gonna make it fuzzy.
13% is
I'll
over
hold it for you still.
age of 60.
So we're just basically really excited for the new year because we have so much.
Turkey, United Kingdom, Germany, and Hungary. So now I've got Germany too.
So look, we're going global. You know,
Ehningen. Where there was Ehningen.
what's that?
It's a city in Germany.
All right, cool. We're taking this thing global, and hopefully next year we want to try and branch out into all of the countries that you just heard.
Oh.
Anywhere else?
Well, in the UK,
Barnet.
we've got listeners from Bedford. I know who one of them is.
Bedford.
Shout out to
Yep. ...
Shout
out. Anyone else?
So much people, I just don't want to.
Okay, fine. We're not gonna disclose the location because obviously it's a bit mad, and we don't want to catch a case with anyone because we're trying to get onto everyone's right side. By the way, today I didn't go to 90s Babies live podcast show.
Why didn't you go?
Because I woke up late and I just couldn't be asked. That's so bad of me to say that. It really is. And that's for someone who's looking to collaborate with other people as well. Today was supposed to be an amazing opportunity for me to go out there and make new friends, and I completely failed at doing that. So shout out to me, because I'm ending 2018 on a low, but best believe 2019 I'm going to be making it real big. Yeah, you feel me, huh? That was such a bad yardy accent. What kind of accents can you do? Can you do any other accents other than Turkish?
No. To be honest with you, no.
Okay. You're a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Now, this is the last podcast we're doing in 2019, you know. Sorry. That was bad of me to say that. This is the last podcast we're going to do in 2018, you know. Hella wavy, fam. The year that's made us, we're going to be leaving. And then we're going to be entering another year that's going to be establishing this beautiful show. Let's talk about goal setting, yeah? Let's talk about what we want to achieve individually in 2019. New Year's resolutions. 3 each. You start. What's your first New Year's resolution? And why?
I've got 1 New Year's resolution.
Right.
Not 3, 1.
Okay. No, wait, you need 3 though. So
No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? It's easy. Just make 3.
All right.
What's the first one?
The first one is, don't give a fuck about anything.
Wow. Is it that deep?
Yep.
Okay, expand. So, why?
I don't know. It's how it is, innit?
What do you mean?
It's the best. That guy just did a very nice U-turn.
I don't care about that guy. I want to know why you don't want to give a shit about anyone.
No, not anyone, anything.
Okay, go
on. Because, it's how it should be. Perceiving is how it should be.
What do you mean it's how it should be? Sorry, I just
What you do?
I just want to make sure it's in level with your mouth. Anyway, so you don't want to give a fuck about anything, which is understandable. I, for one, don't give a fuck about anything, so I've already passed that stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my first New Year's resolution is going to be trying to lose a substantial amount of weight on my body, specifically my torso area and my the areas that are located towards the left and right side of my nipples, which is
your boobs,
my breasts. So I'm looking to lose some weight around those areas, and hopefully I would absolutely love to establish a 6-pack, because I heard it's the thing that gets all the girls going. So I don't want that, but I'm just saying it would be nice to, feel confident in myself. Do you know what I mean? So that's the first New Year's resolution. What's your second?
I really don't know.
What do you want to achieve, bruv? What do you want to achieve in the future?
I don't know what I want to achieve.
Are you kidding me right now?
Honestly, I don't know.
The sky is the limit. The world is your oyster, and you're telling me you don't know what you want.
I honestly don't know.
That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
I'll tell you what I want. My second New Year's resolution is to be grateful for what I have. This year I haven't been grateful. This year I've been selfish. I've been wanting more. I've been wanting this. I've been wanting that. I haven't got any of it because I haven't been grateful for what I have. So next year I want to be grateful for what I have. And then the last New Year's resolution is to go ham on everything that I'm working on. Next year I want to see the establishing phase of projects that I'm working on. Me, I want to invest in myself and I want to be the man that I see in my dreams.
That does not sound weird at all.
Yeah. So anyways,
The man you see in your dreams, yeah?
I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been a part of my life this year, because those individuals have made me the person I am today. And I want to say that 2018 has been a year of ups and downs and has been a roller coaster ride. But I know 2019 is going to be even worse, because I know that it will be more ups and downs and there will be more extreme ups and downs. I can't fucking wait, so bring it on. Now that we have established what we're going to achieve in 2019, let's get into our content. So today we're going to be talking about this week's trending news. Oh, by the way, before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tomato Podcast, episode 20.
Woo.
Wow. What? I mean, I know I say this every episode, but episode 20? My, oh my. We have come from 0 to 20
Yeah.
real quick. Do you know how many hours that is, roughly? It's roughly 30 hours.
Is it?
Yeah, because we usually do an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's about 30 hours of recording.
Yeah.
30 hours of our beautiful voices that we've blessed you with. All right? So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with a pop idol, someone who we've all been looking up to since the very age of 6 or 7 years old. And that's Rhianna, bad girl Riri. She's back. Well, she's not back yet, but apparently she'll be back in 2019. So the news is that she's going to be releasing her album. Was it a 5th album or something? I don't know how many albums she's done. But she's going to be releasing her new album in 2019. Bad Gal Riri, as she goes by the name of, confirmed on Instagram, on an Instagram comment, that she's going to be releasing a new album in 2019. And this is big news, because so many of her fans have been dying to know when she's going to be releasing new music. And this is the first sort of bit of news that we've heard since 2016, really. So 2016, she released Anti, which was a massive hit. Bangers and bangers and bangers on it. And she's been dead. She's been off the radar since then. Now she's coming back in 2019 with an album that's going to be heavily influenced by a fusion of reggae and dancehall. So it's going to be more like a Caribbean vibe. I can't wait. That's going to be such a wavy album. You don't like Rhianna, do you?
No.
Yeah, I'm talking to your mic.
Oh, sorry. No, I don't. I mean, not that I don't like her, I just don't listen to her.
Why? What's wrong with Rhianna?
You know how I am with music, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't listen to one specific person.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, listen, I listen to Rhianna. I think she's great, personally.
I've never been like, oh my, yeah, like I'm going to bag up some Rihanna.
No, I don't do
do
that
that?
either. I'm just saying, like,
I can imagine you, like, dancing to, like, I don't know, work.
Yeah, bro, 100% I'll dance to that. That's a banger. I think it's a really good track.
Would you twerk to it?
No.
I know you
I don't know. Maybe if I'm alone, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rihanna's great, man. She gives those vibes off, man. She's one of few artists in her genre who can really get you to shake your ass off to a tune, you know?
Speak for yourself, man.
I just like her sound, fam. It's so like, It just so upbeat, and her voice as well is so powerful yet groovy, if you know what I mean.
How is it groovy?
I don't know, man. I don't know, she's just so unique. She's like Drake, but in her own genre.
Yeah.
Basically, in other words. So, like I said, the only song that she was featured on was with Drake actually this year. Lemon. The track, I didn't like that, to be honest. But, despite not making any music, she has still been making millions. In 2016, she made over $20 million off her anti-album sales and streaming. And in the last 3 years, she's been working on her Fenty Beauty makeup line, which has made over 100 million in sales within 40 days. Imagine making 100 mil in 40 days.
Yeah.
That's what her makeup line has achieved.
Wow.
And it's not any old shitty makeup. This makeup has received some of the most amazing reviews. People are saying that her makeup line has changed people's lives.
Come on, man.
I mean, it's makeup at the end of the day. And obviously, man don't rate makeup like that because natural beauty is, what man rates. You get me? But for some people, this is life-changing. So she's basically like a goddess to some people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop it doesn't stop there. She hasn't just been working on makeup. She's been working on lingerie as well. Savage by Fenty, which is a lingerie line, is marketed for women of all shapes and sizes. So if you're anorexic and you don't have any lingerie to wear, don't worry. All your problems are solved. Rihanna's made a lingerie set just for you.
Thank you, Rhianna.
If you're size 20 and you don't have any underwear to wear because you're that big, don't worry. Rihanna's got you covered.
Thank you, Rhianna.
There you go. So, she's found a gap in the market and she was like, you know what? Man's not hot. Wow. I can't just put that in there, innit?
Oh, my God.
I know. I don't know why I've got the habit of doing this, like, just putting in really cringy, awkward things, like.
Come on, man.
It's still 2018, it's fine. Look, I haven't even started my year off yet.
2019 in how long?
In about 2 days.
No, less than 2 days.
It's about a day. Oh, I got fireworks for tomorrow. Are you going to be that guy who's at home watching the fireworks? How are you going to watch the fireworks?
I'm going to queue up. I'm going to go to...
I've never been. Have you been?
No. Actually, yeah, I've been to the Alexandra Palace once.
Really? What's that one like?
Sick. Very nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I've only watched it on TV, and my family, we have this ritual where the last minute everyone gets together and we watch it,
and
then
you guys hold hands around the table.
No, we literally just watch it, and then after a minute later, everyone just disperses.
What do you mean?
So we wait for a minute together, and then we see the fireworks for a minute, and then we leave. Bear in mind, the fireworks last about 5 minutes.
Maybe not even that.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be exciting to watch the fireworks, and then New Year's Day is gonna be,
dead
as usual.
Always dead.
It's always so overhyped, isn't it? Anyway, so back to Rihanna. She's got her lingerie, but not only that. Not only has she done makeup, lingerie, she's also gone out, splashed out her cash on fragrances, perfumes. She's created at least 6 different types. All right. One of them being Rebel Fleur, which brought in an estimated $80 million in sales in 2011. How fucked is that?
Wow.
$80 million in sales off of one perfume.
Wow.
That's mad. I mean, 1 million alone is crazy. 80 off of one bit of perfume. I mean, like, are you taking a mick?
It's quite a lot. Yeah, that's a lot, man.
Of course it's a lot, bruv. It's a bit of makeup. Like, come on, you buy it for what, £20? Her ones isn't going to be more than about 35. I don't see.
Nah, it won't be.
So how many of them do you need to sell in order to make 80 million?
My maths would not be enough to even calculate 100, so...
That's what I'm saying. So she's going in. But it doesn't stop there. No. She hasn't just gone and made a makeup line, an underwear line, and a fragrance line. No. She does not stop there. The woman is obsessed. She's so business driven. She has now gone and created a movie with Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover.
Man like Donald. So she's in a movie called Guava Island. I've seen the trailer for it. It looks very intimate. So they look like they're, kind of in a relationship in the movie. And
Donald must be...
Fam, there's a picture of him topless and her in the back, like bare smiling, and it doesn't really. It's so weird because knowing what Rihanna's like, Rihanna's savage in it. Like she's just like suck your mum, and in that movie, she's so like happy and smiley with him.
Yeah, like
It just looks bare weird. Like oh my
romantic.
god, I'm so in love. And I'm just like, nah, fam. She's a good actor though because that's not her. That's not what
Yeah,
Rihanna's
she was in
like.
a thing, in an Alien War movie.
Huh?
Rihanna.
She's in an Alien War movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just forgot what it was called. She's actually a soldier.
Bad research for me, boy. So this isn't her first movie. She's already made a couple others.
No, not made. She was in it.
Sorry, yeah, as in she was just featured.
Yeah. She was one of the main characters.
How interesting.
I just forgot the name of the movie. Battleships.
Ah, of course. Now I remember. Not. It's not really my type of movie, innit? So, at the minute, she's roughly worth around $210 million. Yes.
What's
That's
our
right.
roughly worth, you think?
Huh?
What's our roughly worth?
What's her what?
What's our
Net worth.
Yeah.
My net worth is probably around
Can we
minus
check
10k.
it? Oh, come on, man. There must be a website where we can check it.
No, you idiot. No one's going to document about...
No,
Who's
but
going to
that's
waste
like
their
a-
time to document our
Not
lives?
us, man. There must be like an automated website.
No, there
bro.
isn't.
Come on, man.
Because people need to know what we own. What like how much we own and, you know, the assets that we have and bank account details.
Mine's gonna be like £40.
I'll tell you now, my net worth is about minus 50k after going to uni. So is yours, so don't laugh.
Nah, actually, mine's not.
Why? You didn't go to uni for free.
Yeah, but you know.
What? Don't
What?
tell me you've paid it off already.
No, I've got unexplainable income.
What? Wait, so you've paid it off already?
I haven't paid it off. I can pay it off, but I will not pay it off.
Boy, this is news to me, man. And I know you very well. So where is this coming from? Care to share?
Nah,
Okay, we'll leave it there.
that was a
then.
joke, by the way.
Yeah, oh, it was a joke. Wow. So you've just wasted 10 seconds of our lives. Thanks.
Yes.
Great. All right, so Rihanna's coming back with a bang, and I can't wait. Her album's obviously going to be number one. If it flops, though, I'll be very, very surprised.
Which there is a
Because-
chance of it flopping.
I don't think there is a chance because her vocal, what do you call it? Her vocal producer is saying that the album is sounding amazing. So I
Yeah, but
doubt.
they're always gonna say that though.
Yeah, true, but I don't think he'd hype it up that much. Do you know what I mean?
You would.
Nah.
Who said that about someone else said it, and then the album came out to be shit.
Who said that?
I forgot.
I don't know. I think whose album was shit this year? Someone released an album and it was really overrated. Oh, it's bugging me because I spoke about this the other day as well. Why was it so overrated?
Kodak Black.
Yeah, Kodak Black, fucking shit nonsense. But people are still raging on about it. Fuck me, man. How much bum licking do you need to do to like? Yeah. Anyway, so that's Rihanna, obviously, man. Like Riri, you know, shouts outs, do your thing. Can't wait to see you next year, boo. Now we're gonna move on to another artist who is really quite new in the scene. Khalid, as you fucking Americans like to call him. He's been speaking about social anxiety lately. So, you know, for those of you that don't know who Khalid is, man like Khalid, you do know who Khalid is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so he's 20 years old, you know. Big man things. I was shocked when I
I'm
found
old.
that out.
We've gone old. That's what it is.
He's 20 years old.
We've got. Oh man, we have no chance.
Bro,
we're too old.
he sounds like he's 25. He sounds like he's in his late 20s.
Yeah.
How is my man 20 years old? When I saw his date of birth, 1998, I was like, shit.
Little
He
kid.
is 1 year older than my brother, and he's the same age as my younger brother. How?
So bad.
He's 20 years old.
So I'm 3 years older than this guy.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, how did he develop that voice? What? You don't have that voice. No one has that type of voice. His voice is so mature. It's so, like, husky. But it's got such a nice singing R&B soul sort of sound to it. How do you get that, man, at the age of 20? Can you imagine what it's going to sound like when he's, like, 30?
Shit.
No.
Yes.
I feel like it'll sound better.
Look, my friend, there's something called auto-tune, okay?
His
And you
voice
can
has
use it-
not been
You
auto-tuned.
can use auto-tune on live.
You're not telling me his voice has been auto-tuned because it hasn't. You can tell when someone's voice has been auto-tuned.
I'm not saying his voice is auto-tune.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying you can use auto-tune if you want. And there's so much artists out there that use auto-tune on live that we don't know of. Just
Right.
saying.
No, but he's not one
And
of
I
them.
got a list,
No, he's not one of
but
them.
I'm not
though.
going to say it.
Khalid
Right.
Khalid is the one, man. This year he made it because of his unique voice.
Yeah, I'm just jealous of him. That's why I'm just talking.
Of course. And it's alright to be jealous.
Yeah,
I'm
of
jealous as well.
Would you ever be jealous of me?
No.
Come on, man.
Why'd I be jealous of you? Who are you? What's your net worth again?
£40.
Oh, your secret funds as well. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, that's secret. So
It's a
it's
secret,
obviously
bro.
that's not going to be
So
calculated.
it's unknown actually. Your
Yeah.
net worth is unknown. Reportedly £40.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, allegedly. Anyway.
Rhianna should be watching her back. I'm coming for her.
Okay.
Oh shit! If something, if something happens to her,
Who?
yeah, Rhianna,
Alright.
people are gonna think it's me now.
You know she's been she's had to move houses quite recently because a crazy fan broke in. Big man saying a crazy fan broke into her house.
That was me.
Why would you do that though? Like as a fan, why would you think breaking into your idol's house is gonna make anything better for yourself?
Look, there are so much people out there that would do it. Let me give you an example. I had a friend called Farhan
Yeah.
at primary who
Yeah.
was so close to going to Emma Watson's house.
When did I? When?
You
what?
said you had the address.
No, I didn't.
And
No, I didn't.
You did, bro.
Bro,
I
what are you on
remember.
about? Of course I didn't.
Bro, you said that you got an address from the social media and that you're gonna go to her house.
Who's gonna leave their address on social media though? Are you mad?
Emma Watson, perhaps.
Why do I not remember this?
And that was because of your love for Harry Potter.
Yeah, I will admit I had a crush on Emma Watson. But come on, man. Like going to someone's house. What was I like 9 or 10?
Yeah, but you would have went. I'm pretty sure you would have went.
No.
You not
Maybe.
Hi, Emma.
I don't know. Maybe. But this guy's he's a grown man, and she got so scared that she had to sell her house, and her property was worth about 14 mil, and she had to sell that, and then go some. I mean, it's mad. It's mad being Rhianna, fam. I mean, and this links in very well to the social anxiety aspect. So Khalid was saying, I was summarizing who he is. He's 20 years old. He's a singer-songwriter. He's first come into the scene in 2016, but he only really peaked at the beginning of this year. So the hit song Location was the one that sort of popped him off, and then he released his debut album American Teen, which became double platinum, and it sold over 1 million copies. So he's going places. For a 20-year-old, he has hit the fame very, 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 very quickly. He recently released his EP Sun City. It's got like a pop inflicted R&B type of project, and Better, the single that's been popping off this summer, is on it. I don't know if it was released this summer actually. I think it was released sort of late summer, early autumn. But recently he's been opening up about experiencing social anxiety, feeling extreme pressure in the public eye. And I don't blame him, man. For a 20-year-old to hit fame that early and then to be expected to deal with it is a bit mad.
Yeah, it is.
Put yourself in his shoes. He's a 20-year-old lad and he's making, I guess as a 20-year-old at that age, all you want to do really is make good music. And I feel like someone of his character, he's not really the type of person to just want fame and money. He seems like the type of guy who just genuinely wants to make good music and get people to hear good music from him. So it's upsetting to hear that he's experiencing that. He spoke about, before he spoke about anything, let me just talk to you about some of the achievements that he's had this year and last year actually. He won the Best New Artist of 2017 at MTV Video Music Awards, and he's been nominated for this year's Grammys as well. At this year's Grammy, I should say. So he's found some incredible achievements already so early on in his career. And I remember when I was first, banging out a bit of R&B on Spotify, and I came across this Khalid guy, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Because on the playlist, he was everywhere. He was like, there was like 6 or 7 tracks of his or him being featured on another track. I just thought to myself, "Right, who is this guy, fam? Popping off? Like, am I really that far behind?" And I fell in love with him, or not like not like that, obviously. I fell in love with that sound instantly, and I was like, "Rah, this guy's got such a unique voice, and it's just so old school." Do you know what I mean? It's like an old. I don't want to say black man, but it sounds like an old black man. Do you know what I mean? Very nice, very original, and shout out to him. So anyway,
No, I always respect people trying to bring out the old school.
yes, 100%, bro. You literally just summarized my argument there. It doesn't matter what style of music it is. The type that I listen to most is hip hop and R&B. And anytime someone new, someone young comes out with a project that resembles something from the 90s or the 80s, or something that was, that relates to, not old, but relates to classic music, I rate that.
Yeah.
Highly.
Same.
And I'm not shitting on people that make new music, that help evolve music, but I always think you should try and evolve music by using what was in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't stand people that just make something new, like mumble rap, like trap music. Do you know what I mean?
Trap music.
I just find it a bit forced. I understand it's part of
They're
the culture.
trying to be cool now.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that you're trying to make it into like a fashion statement and you're trying to make it mainstream and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to making a sound, you should always include something that's been there, and you should help that like progress. You should develop that sound rather than developing a whole new sound. But people nowadays are a lot more accepting to a whole new sound, and I don't know why.
Because it's different, that's why. It's unique.
But do you really think you can listen to a whole Young Thug album? Actually, Young Thug is an exception. I like Young Thug. Personally, I think he's got a unique voice. He's using that style of music, that new mumble rap style of music, but there's something about him which is different, and I like that. But there's people like, I don't know, Gucci Mane, for instance, yeah? Could you really think you can sit down and listen to a whole Gucci Mane album?
Nah.
No.
No
I
way.
couldn't. The odd 1-2 track, okay, fine. Who else is there?
I listen to Eminem all day. I would listen to him.
Yeah, of course. Eminem, he's the godfather of modern day hip hop.
Yeah.
So he's got a unique sound which has been which I'm not making this sense. He's made a sound that's progressed what came before him.
Yeah.
So before him was the likes of
Tupac.
no,
Snoop
like
Dogg.
NWC. No, sorry, NWA. Man said NWC. NWA. Wow. Is my knowledge really that bad?
You got very bad knowledge.
That's crazy, fam. I feel a bit embarrassed. Right.
You're having to check your phone. That's awful.
That's even worse. But I'm gonna have to, because I'm trying to make a point, and if I don't make a point, then this is gonna be really bad. I'm going red in the face right now. Damn.
You can't go red.
I'm going red in the face. Shit. Okay, I'm panicking.
Alright, calm down. Don't worry.
Alright, fine. I've got it. Okay. There you go. Okay. Lord Finesse. Yes. Craig Mack. Yes. Big Pun. That's a big one. Joe. And Mobb Deep. Oh my god. How can I forget these guys? That's so bad.
That's very bad.
I feel like a dickhead right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should feel like a dickhead. You should.
That's insane. Okay, moving on. Yes. So anyway, let's talk about what Khalid said. So before I talk about what Khalid said, actually, I wanna define what social anxiety is. So social anxiety, because I was a bit confused. At social anxiety, what's social anxiety? Social anxiety is defined as being the fear, as defined as being the fear of being judged and evaluated negatively by other people, leading to feelings of inadequacy, inferiority, self-consciousness, embarrassment, humiliation, and depression. So being socially anxiety, that makes no sense. To be socially anxious is basically being very, very self-conscious about yourself and how other people are going to view you. So when I found out about what social anxiety is, I thought to myself, rah, fam, how can you get social anxiety? Now, why do you care? Man like Khalid shouldn't care what people think of him. So that's a bit sad. But he went on, he's got 2.5 million followers on Twitter. And earlier this week, he tweeted saying, shout out to social anxiety, haha. Going out in public is a little hard, being recorded non-stop, everyone's staring at you and shit. And then he spoke about how difficult it is to make friends as well. Now, to make friends is understandable because the position where he's at now, it's going to be so difficult to make friends because you're not going to know who's a yes man and you're not going to know who's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I fear so much as an individual. Like, I never want to get to a stage in my life where I'm having to question whether someone is being genuine or whether someone's sucking up to me. Do you know what I mean? Imagine being in a situation where you don't know who's real and who's fake. The only person who you know is genuine is yourself. Because that's the worst thing, having yes men around you. I would fucking hate to have yes men around me.
I'd love that.
No, I can't have that.
That was a joke. I would not love that.
It's just like, it's so forced and it's just so plastic. If I'm doing something wrong, I want people to tell me you're doing something wrong. If I've done, if I look a bit weird, I want people to tell me, look, you look a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? I want people to be real with me. I don't want to be the guy in the room that everyone's like, hey bro, yeah, where are we going? What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Nightmare scenario. So, and he's 20 years old, so it's unfortunate really what he's going through. But hopefully it gets easier. I mean, in that sort of industry, it's difficult to tell who's real and who's not, because when you're making music with so many artists, you don't know what their intention is. When you're as big as Khalid is, everyone's gonna want to make music with you. Everyone's gonna want to feature on your album, or they're gonna want you to feature on their album, and they'll be like, "Hey, bro, yeah, come down by the studio. We'll record a quick track," and you'll build a friendship from then on. But is it real? Is it genuine? Does that guy genuinely want to chat to you, or is it just because of your music? Because if it is just because of your music, then not to holler at him in any other way. Right. That's Khalid.
I just shut it up.
Yeah, sorry, I got a message, so I was reading, so that's why I paused. So that's Khalid. Shout out to Khalid. Now we're gonna talk about something else, which is away from music, away from sport. This is towards the YouTube platform and two YouTube stars who have been battling it out this week verbally. Not physically, verbally. We got Deji and KSI beefing again on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day. Brothers. Blood brothers.
That's fake, man.
It's not fake. Bro, it's not fake.
Fake.
And I'll tell you why it's not fake. I thought it was fake as well, but it's not fake.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Why is it just YouTubers always have arguments like this? Come on, man.
No, I'm sure other people have arguments like this, but they don't post it on the internet.
Yeah, but it's always these YouTubers. They like, come on, every single one of them, all of them, they always argue.
Yeah, but this is different. This one was different.
All right.
Let me tell you why. Because Deji was crying on camera.
So?
Brother, he doesn't cry. He doesn't cry, fam.
He can cry.
This guy was crying.
Why was he crying?
Because he was so upset at what had happened.
What happened?
Let me explain to you what happened. All right, so these lot have been having beef, yeah, because this whole beef thing all originated from Randolph, which is KSI's cameraman, saying that Deji's channel was dead. Okay? Deji was upset, so Deji lashed out at him, saying you spend more time with KSI than you do with your own wife. Randolph got upset that he mentioned his wife, so Randolph released a diss track, which is mad cringy and, corny and something that you do like 2017, but oh well, apparently we can still do it in 2018. So he makes this diss track, and then Deji, obviously being Deji, he's like, all right, cool, I need to make a diss track now. So he makes a diss track. In this diss track, he releases, so one of his bars is like, oh, my brother paid for your wedding, and then he releases screenshots of KSI's bank statement,
yeah, I remember,
showing that he's sent money across to Randolph. KSI is pissed now. He's like, yo, why are you releasing like private documents in public? He is pissed off, and then he's pissed off with his parents as well, because his parents allowed Deji to do that. So KSI is now pissed off at Deji and his parents. So anyway, this happens, and then they both sort of, KSI blocks Deji on everything. WhatsApp, iMessage, Instagram, everything. Deji then goes on Twitter to rant about it, like, my brother's just blocked me on everything, blah, blah, blah. Deji then releases a YouTube video saying, so this is what my brother's done, and the reason why he's done it is because he's pissed that I released some of his documents, but that's not the reason why I'm pissed off at him. He's always treated me differently. He's always, ever since we were young and we started making YouTube videos from early, he's always looked down on me. He's always made me, like, people have always kept me in his shadows, and he's hated that. So that's where the beef started. Now, they sort of want to try and sort things out, but Deji's pissed off because he made this video when he was in LA saying that he hates his brother because his brother is a piece of shit. All his brother cares about is his friends. His brother's never cared about Deji. His brother's always prioritized his friends over his family. And I was like, rah, that's deep, fam. That's mad deep. And you could tell he was emotional. He wasn't crying, but he was emotional. He felt really, really upset about it. He was very explicit in the language that he was using. And then Christmas comes along. And in Christmas, you spend it with your family. So KSI comes around to the house at about 1 a.m. Deji's asleep. KSI speaking to his parents, and he's like, oh, if Deji doesn't delete those videos about me, I'm going to smash his computer. Supposedly, that's what KSI said. I'm going to smash his computer. His parents must have told Deji in the morning, this is what KSI said. This is what your brother said. Deji was then like, all right, cool. I'm going to stay in my room because I don't want to see him. And then eventually, when they see each other, it all sort of explodes. It's a bit tense. Deji's like, oh yeah, so JJ, which is KSI, JJ came at me in an aggressive sort of type of way. And I basically told him to get out of my house. So Deji says to KSI, yo, I want you to get out of my house. I don't like the way that you're being. I want you to get out of my house. Because the house that they all live in, not all of them, but the house that Deji and his parents live in, Deji owns a part of it, right? So then something happens. There's arguments going on in the house. And apparently, according to Deji, KSI hits his mum. Deji says it because he's recording the voice. He's recording what's going on, and he's like, why are you hitting my mum for? Why are you hitting my mum? Get out of my house, get out of my house. And then KSI's like, all right, cool, I'm leaving. You can hear the dad in the background saying, this always happens. Fam, it didn't sound fake to me, that's what I'm going to say. So anyway, KSI leaves the house. He then posts up a picture on Twitter at 6 a.m. or something, saying like, worst Christmas ever, something like that. And he might have, I don't know where he went afterwards to celebrate his Christmas. But then on the same day, they have a Twitter rant. There's a Twitter rant going on between them. Like, it's back and forth between KSI and Deji, like saying how, yeah, so you ruined Christmas. And then Deji saying, you hit my mom. How could you hit my mom? I've got the voice notes to prove it. They both recorded it. They both released parts of it. And at the end of the day, they're both just arguing for no reason. And then later that day, Deji releases a YouTube video about the whole situation. And then he basically says how his brother came and did this and did that, and he saw his parents cry, and that's what hurt Deji the most, seeing his parents cry. And then he started crying, and he was like, this shouldn't happen to anyone. As a family, you should all stick together. As brothers, you should stick together no matter what. He was like, from now on, I don't consider my brother as my brother. He's ruined everything. I can't forgive him for what he's done. And bruv, you could see the emotion in his face. Like the video is still up on YouTube. As in, he deleted it, but people recorded it and re-uploaded it. So it's a sticky one, because what my problem is with this is this money over family bullshit. This is all going on because two guys are prioritizing their money over their relationship. This is all happening because of their own ego, because of their pride, and because of their platform. None of them can accept none of them can accept. When you tap it down, it's gonna go up like that.
Oh, okay.
See those bars there? It symbolizes the fact that it's gone quite high. The sharp radioactive noise. Anyway, all of this is happening because both of these guys care so much about their position, their career. That's why they're damaging their relationships with one another. So my question for them would be, is your money worth more than your relationship?
Yes.
Because right now it seems that case. It seems that way. I feel like on one hand, Deji is very, very... He's very sympathetic towards his family, and he's very genuine when it comes to keeping a relationship or talking about his relationship with his family members, and he wants to preserve that relationship. Whereas KSI, on the other hand, he wants to preserve both. He wants to preserve his relationship with his YouTube and his parents and his family as well. But I feel like he cares more about his money, and that's a big, big problem. Because the moment that you start choosing your money over your family, that's the moment where you've sort of lost all your human nature. That made no sense.
This is fake.
It's not fake, bro. You can't fake it.
You can fake it.
You can't fake this. This is too much to be faked.
You can fake it.
Parents are crying, bro. Parents are shouting in the background.
Yeah, it's fake.
Why would the parents fake it?
We just... Come on. I wonder why would they fake it. I wonder why.
All right, fine. You know, they might have faked it to get more money, but that's just stupid. On Christmas Day...
Look, for guys like you and me, it's very stupid.
Yeah.
But the moment YouTubers or celebrities, they lose a bit of attention, they have to find a different kind of way to get back out there.
All right.
And this is a way.
You make a good argument there, but even I thought it was fake as well. But the moment I saw Deji crying, I was like, nah, it can't be fake.
I see most of the stuff on YouTube fake anyways, so...
Yeah, but I don't think that was fake.
It's fake.
Nah, man. Deji wasn't... Deji wouldn't... I don't see him doing something like that.
It's fake. Don't forget how they were, like, supporting each other at the thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can see the result of everything that's happened in the past. So the boxing fight, their relationship when they're making YouTube videos. Like, Deji's always been the nice one. KSI's always been the one that's, oh, look at me, I'm KSI. I'm this guy, I'm the big YouTuber. I want to make money. I want to be the man. He's got a fucking God complex. He's obsessed with calling himself God. And personally, I don't rate KSI. I used to rate him, but fam, it's gone way over his head. All of this YouTube money and all of this. And the fact that he thinks he makes good music just pisses me off more. You don't make good music, like, stick to what you're good at, which is making videos about FIFA and doing Sunday Q. I fucking miss his Sunday Q&As. That's what made him. All right, we'll move on from KSI and Deji because we spoke about a lot about them. Listen, the moral of the story is keep your family close. Don't give a fuck about, when it comes to family and money, you don't consider money at all. Okay, keep your family close. Now we're gonna move on to the Queen's Christmas speech, which was heavily trending this week. And as much as I don't want to talk about it, I have to, because do you know what I mean? Christmas was only 5 days ago. How was your Christmas, by the way? Don't worry, we'll get it done. How was your Christmas, by the way?
We were together.
Yeah, I know. We were together afterwards. We went together.
And we were going to get a shot.
Oh my goodness me, that was so fucking scary. Wow. So me and Nahi are recording in the studio, and then the what's his name? The sound engineer. This guy just pops out of the room, and the way he walks out of the room is so abrupt.
No, not that, man.
What?
You're getting confused.
Which one is this? What are we talking about now?
Police officers.
Oh, was that Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Right, so police officers. So we parked the car and we're going to Hyde Park Corner. Now, there's a Turkish embassy, and we didn't know what time parking expired or whether parking was free. So we crossed the road, and they're standing in front of the Turkish embassy, and these police officers are armed. So they're armed police officers. And me and Nahi are we're looking like shit.
No, but the way we're running towards...
Yes.
Because that car's are buzzing
So
by.
I've got tracksuits, I've got a hoodie on, and I've got my hands in my pockets. And this road is quite big, but it's also quite busy. So I'm running across the road. These police officers are talking amongst themselves, and I go, excuse me, with my hands in my pocket, my hood over my head, And then the way this police officer turned and gripped his rifle, fam, it was as if he was ready to gun me down. I was so shook. I was like, shit, what have I done? What the fuck have I done? So I'm standing there and I'm like, excuse me, sorry to bother you. Do you know if parking's free around here? And the guy at the front, so there's two guys. There's the guy at the front that's talking to me and there's a guy at the back who is ready to shoot. So the one at the back, his eyes are wide as fuck. It looks like he's been snorting a line of coke. The guy at the front is like, oh, not too sure to be honest. Your best bet is probably to call, but it's Christmas Day, so you know you probably be alright. The guy at the back's not saying a single word, and then Ihan pops out his hand from his pocket with a phone. I was just like, and I didn't know because he was behind me.
Yeah, but it's just the way I did it. It was.
You just took it out so abruptly, so quickly.
Yeah.
Nah, fam, don't do that again, please. I was so shook. And I thought, even when I turned around and started walking back, I thought, nah, there's a bullet going behind my back.
Are they following us? Nah, it's fine, man. We will shout out to the Turkish embassy. Be like, yo,
shit,
calm down.
So Christmas Day was entertaining for some of us.
Yeah.
No family arguments at my house because obviously we don't celebrate Christmas. We just get on with our lives. Any arguments at your house?
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
pretty standard. So shout out to everyone who had arguments with their family members on Christmas Day. Obviously it's a ritual, so you got to keep it up. Shout out to those of you who had pigs in blanket. Bearing in mind Christmas is a Christian celebration and Christianity forbids anyone to eat pork. So shout out to you guys, man. Do your thing. Anyway, the Queen's Christmas speech. Now, what did the Queen have to say this year? Well, before we delve into that, the Queen's Christmas speech was formerly known as the King's Christmas speech because King George V introduced it. And it started in 1932. And every year, the head of the monarch will go on, well, before it was a radio, now it's TV, go on a telly and they will say something to the 52, which is now the 52 Commonwealth nations. So all of the nations will be addressed and the Queen will have something to say to comfort everyone, to make sure, to let everyone know that she's around and she's looking after her mighty empire. Fuck me. So she spoke about the Royal Air Force celebrating its 100th anniversary with a memorable fly past, which was thrilling, and I was actually there. I was not there. Sorry, I was at my old workplace. I witnessed the planes fly over, and it looked quite cool. So I took a bunch of pictures that I'm never ever gonna look at ever again. But because everyone else was doing it, I was doing it as well. But yeah, no, it was quite cool. There was a lot of different planes that was flying past, and they had like the last group of planes that flew past. They had like the British flag colours going by. It was quite cool. Closer to home, she said, I'm going to try and do it in the Queen's voice. It's been a busy year for my family, with 2 weddings and 2 babies, and another child expected soon. It helps to keep a grandmother well occupied. We have had other celebrations too, including the 70th birthday of the Prince of Wales. Wow, what do you think? Was that a good accent?
That's a good accent, but how is a prince 70 years old? He should be king by now.
Trust. That's a massive L. He's been taking the biggest L every year.
God knows how many assassination attempts he tried.
Probably none. He's
Come
just
on.
been cheating on bare girls.
Yeah.
When he was with Diana, he fucked it up.
Yeah.
Now he's with, I don't know what the other lady's name is, but he's fucking that up as well. Apparently they haven't been seen together for a while. This guy's been on a mad one. Imagine this country would be like fucked if he was the king.
Yeah. It would.
But he has no power anyway. None of them have any power. They're just there. Do you know what the royal family are there for? They're there to make sure that the country makes enough money at the end of every year. Tourism is makes a big impact in the GDP.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's talking about basically being a grandmother and having bare family members to introduce. Even with the most deeply held differences, treating the other person with respect and as a fellow human being is always a good first step towards greater understanding. That was bad. That was very bad.
No, it's good.
All right, so she spoke
You
about a
sounded
lot.
more like Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, I did, man. That was really it's kind of shit. She spoke about a lot of things about everyone being nice to each other and we all living in a harmonious world and getting along and all this shit, which does not happen. So I don't know why she just waffled on for about 5 minutes about bullshit. What are these guys doing in front of the car? I don't feel safe. Anyway, yeah, she's just talking crap about people getting on. It's not going to happen. I mean, I appreciate you trying to get people to get along with one another, but it's not happening. Anyways, the thing that stuck out the most was where she was recording. So after her speech, a lot of people went on Twitter and were quick to point out she was speaking about social issues in front of a room with a gold piano. There's this really good tweet. So it goes like this. I like the bit where she was sitting on a gold chair in a gold room with her gold fireguard and gold clock in front of a gold mirror beside the gold piano, writing with her gold pen next to the gold picture frame, wearing the gold bracelet, talking about poverty. The irony is mad. So she was talking about poverty while sitting in this grandly lit room, which had probably goods worth of about £1 million minimum. Irony is mad.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are obviously sticking it on her, but my comment on that would be, yo, she's the queen. She's the queen of the United Kingdom and most of the world. What the fuck do you want her to do? Sit in like Travelodge?
Obviously not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, if you're a king, if you're a queen, if you're a president, or if you're a prime minister, you have to have that kind of a level.
Yeah.
Where you have to, like, show some kind of power through money, economy, militarily. Like, you have to show some kind of power. So
Yeah.
that
I guess it's a
I'd have
confidence thing,
respect
innit?
for the queen, but I don't think she should be talking about poverty.
Why not? Cuz,
No, it's calm, man.
what's this guy doing, fam? Fucking bellend.
Come on, man.
Fuck me, man. I should fucking open my door and smash it against his and see how he likes it,
He didn't
cunt.
smash it.
I hate people that do that, man. Don't make contact. Just don't make contact. Just avoid making contact.
Huh?
Anyway, as you were saying, I appreciate what you're saying about them having some sort of image and having to portray themselves. But whoever set up that shoot is getting fired, because that PR was awful.
Yeah.
To talk about poverty and then to be sat in that room is a bit ridiculous. But I do think she should be talking about poverty because it's something that needs to be addressed. We're way too quiet when it comes to stuff like this. We're too busy talking about, I don't know, shit like Brexit. Who gives a fuck? Yeah? Yeah.
True.
Other things that were addressed in the in the short speech, I should say, was photos of Kate and Meghan. So Kate and Meghan were put next to each other, the photos,
Mm-hmm.
because they're rumours that are basically saying that they're not getting on.
All right.
So the rumours are basically saying like they're very different people.
As in?
The rumours say they're very different people, as to say they're not getting on, basically. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it, but is it like they're not getting along because
they're so different to one another.
different? How different?
Well, they come from two different parts of the world, for one. It didn't go into detail, but I kind of understand what it means when they say that, when it says that. Do you know what I mean? Having said that is a bit vague to say they're very different people and then to extrapolate from that they're not getting along. But I do see that clashing, both of them. She's American. Megan's American. Kate's British. Kate's a bit posh. Megan's been on Suits.
Kate, was not posh when she first joined the family.
Are you sure?
Of course.
But she went Cambridge.
She said it before. It doesn't matter if she went Cambridge, bro. It doesn't matter if she went Cambridge.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if she went to Oxford. Come on, man.
Yeah, of course it does.
What?
Yeah, she has a certain there's a certain sort of values and norms that she follows, which is different to Megan's. Bruv, Megan.
I know someone who went to Cambridge University.
Yeah.
And she was not posh whatsoever.
No, it's not posh, but it's just like
she had no kind of value.
No, of course. Everyone, they all have a different part of perception of the
Kate
world.
first joined, she even said, like, this isn't something that I actually signed up for.
Yeah, no, I know. Most people say that.
This, like, I would go out to Oxford Street, do my shopping, do this and that, but this is something else.
Of course, to be a monarch.
What's the other girl's name?
Megan
Megan's
Markle.
going to be the same. Don't worry.
Bruv, Megan, she's been on Suits. She's been in bed kissing other man.
Yeah, she's going to change. Don't worry.
Of course she is. But I'm just saying, it's a bit mad, like how... I still find it weird that Meghan Markle is part of the royal family. I've not grown up, but the last few years before she got married, I was watching her on Suits. Like, lips in next man. In bed.
No, she'll never do that.
Bro, it's on Suits.
I know.
Anyways.
What's Suits?
Suits, it's a Netflix series. How do you not know about Suits? It's sick, bro. You should watch it.
Is it Islamic?
No. It's about lawyers and law firm. Now, we're going to move on to Depay making new music. Damn. Man like Depay.
It's been an hour.
Alright, I don't care.
Just saying.
Fucking prick. Now.
And it's 10 o'clock.
Alright, we're almost done, man. Shit. Now, we're going to talk about Depay making new music. He's 24 years old. He's one of the few footballers doing things outside football. He does rapping on the side. Damn, son. A lot of people have mocked him for doing what he's doing. So Van der Vaart, who's another footballer, dead baller, I should say, saying he's not a fan of the music. It's a bit rude. Other players trying to tell him he should focus on football rather than music. I don't understand what people's problems are. Why can you not let someone do whatever they want to do? It's just because he's a footballer, he can't rap as well.
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why not?
Look.
Go on.
Yeah.
Because you're a footballer, you need to be a certain way. You need to be thick. You need to own a house that's above.
You're looking at it from a different perspective, whereas my perspective is different.
Go on.
So
Why?
look,
But why?
I'm doing music, for example, innit?
Yeah.
Let's say if I was to be a celebrity, right? I would never ever try to step into any other field apart from acting, perhaps. Now that's something different. Acting and music can relate.
You have stepped into a different avenue, though.
It's not acting.
Yes, it is.
Acting and music is performing arts.
Okay.
Okay. Is football performing arts?
No, but why? Why should it be? Why does it need to be?
What do you mean?
Why does it need to be?
Look.
Why can you not do two different things?
Look. Okay. Look. Yeah. This guy doing rapping or whatsoever, he's somehow blocking another rapper's future.
No, he's not.
He is.
Why?
He is. Trust me, he is.
Now, how is he?
I just don't like it seeing certain people trying to step into other.
You're trying to tell someone to stay in their own lane.
Yes.
Why can they not? Why can they not branch out and do things that they want to do? He say he's got a passion, and he has. He's got a passion for music.
Is it good? I didn't even hear it.
It's alright.
Exactly. Then he should just shit down. Like, come on, man.
No, but he's got a passion for it. So if he's got a passion for it, why can you not go out and do it?
I hope it doesn't work.
Rah, fam. You see, people like you, crush people's dreams. You get me? If my man wants passionate about doing something, let him do it.
My bro, he's got the dream already, yeah?
Yeah.
He's making the money, so he doesn't want any more dreams.
Yeah, but there's people out there who don't necessarily like playing football, but they know it pays the bills. That's why they do it.
I'm pretty sure they're not thinking about the football.
I rate Depay personally. I think he's breaking the boundaries, he's breaking the norms, and he's doing a good job at it as well. He's been making music for a good few years now. He does like freestyle raps, and he's been a fan of it for a long time. He's got a few tracks out on YouTube. Personally, I think footballers should be allowed to focus on other things other than football, because what's the point? What kind of life is that? If you're just playing football and you're just expected to play football and focus all your energy and your thoughts onto football, You're a robot then. There's no point of living. What's the fun in having all this money if you can't do anything about it? Anything with it? So I think you're wrong, and I think you should retract your statement very quickly.
I'm not.
Because I think you should.
How would you feel if you was to see someone doing football, and then doing music, and then doing acting, and then doing someone all at once?
I would say, damn, that guy is very talented, and he should continue doing what he's doing.
Sit down, bro. Sit down.
Nah, you know what you are.
It would piss me off seeing.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You're hating.
It would piss me off seeing one guy doing so much stuff. It would piss me off, not because I'm jealous. I don't care.
Nah, you are. Though.
I would listen.
No, you are.
If it was something that's not creative, I don't know, like someone who's dealing with graphics, someone who's dealing with retail, at the same time, bro, respect. You're doing something like, it's good to do like multiple stuff. But when it comes to like something creative, like trying to get out there as a celebrity doing like lots of other stuff, I wouldn't respect that.
You're a hater still.
No, I know that made sense to you.
No, 100% you're rating though. You're hating though.
No, I'm rating.
No, you're hating because just because someone is talented in different things. As a footballer, think about it. If you're a footballer and you had opportunities to expand and do other things to get your money up, 100% you'd do it.
I don't know.
I go back to the example of Rhianna. Look at Rhianna. She's branching out into other business ventures.
Yeah, retail, bro.
Man said, get the hell out.
That's retail.
A man said retail.
You're making your own line.
Did a man say retail?
Look, if you're making your own line, what would that be?
Nah, fam, it's not retail, bro.
What is it?
It's a business venture.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But even
retail,
if it's retail, who fucking cares? Like, what difference does it make if it isn't retail or not?
You haven't been brought up in
No, you should be able to do whatever you want, even if you're successful. He didn't want that success. He earned it.
If he wants to go for the rap, I think he should leave football, didn't it?
Nah, that's wrong. That's wrong, man. Focus on whatever you want. If you're able to focus it on two things and still be good at both of them,
then
why
be a
not?
Porn star too.
Yeah, why not? If he wants to be, he can.
Yeah, just do it.
I think society's very quick to criticize people who want to do different things because they're multi-talented and people are just afraid, or not afraid, people are just very envious of multi-talented people. So I hope man like Depay keeps up what he's doing. Moving on to other talented people, Chris Rock, the comedian, is now allowing white people to say the N-word.
Who is he to allow that?
What? Did you just hear that right? Did I just hear myself say that? Chris Rock is allowing white people to say the N-word. Nah. I mean, we are in 2018. Nowadays, nothing surprises me. He's received backlash after he appeared in a 2011... This is a 2011 clip comfortably tossing around the N-word with white comedians Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais, and who was the other guy? Jerry Seinfeld. So these guys are sitting around and something happens. Basically, Louis C.K. says there's this black joke that Chris Rock says about when black people make it, all people do is count down the days until they get broke. And then Chris Rock says he's the blackest white guy I fucking know to Louis C.K. Louis C.K. then says, you're saying I'm a N-word. And he says the N-word. And then Chris Rock, I mean, the moment he says it, I can see it in Chris Rock's face. He's like, shit, this guy actually said the N-word. But he doesn't want to make it awkward, innit? So he's just like, yeah, you are the N-est fucking man, fucking white man. So towards the end of the exchange, Seinfeld, who's another comedian, sat there and he's just like, well, you found the humor of using the N-word. I haven't found it, nor do I seek it. I rate him for saying that. Louis C.K. then says, or he says it during the conversation, he goes, we say the N-word on stage all the time. He's talking about him and Chris Rock. Now, the type of comedian Louis C.K. is, he's known for dark humor, but recently he's been accused of sexual misconduct by 5 women, which included masturbating in front of them.
Whoa.
So for when you hear shit like that, and when you hear that this is the type of guy who's going around saying the N-word on stage and saying it out in public, it doesn't surprise me. Someone like that saying the N-word, it's like, bro, there's something obviously wrong with you, so I'm not surprised. You seriously have issues in your head. And obviously, it's difficult for you to see why it's a problem for you to say the N-word. So, all right, cool. Jerry Seinfeld, respect to him, because he was the only one who sat there and who didn't find it funny, and he even defended it. As soon as man like Louis C.K. said, are you calling me the N-word? Seinfeld goes, I don't think you should be allowed to say that. And he's absolutely right. Now, I'm going to dissect this argument. I'm going to show you two sides of it. But before I do that, can I just say that Ricky Gervais is the biggest waste man. He's the biggest side man. He's the biggest bum licker I've ever met. He's sitting there laughing his head off. And then just because those two are using the N-word, he then goes and uses it as well. Like, and he's a British comedian as well. Like, come on, man. You're letting us down. So, obviously, we all know that the word's been used for hundreds of years as a symbol of repression. A weapon used by the white slave masters, colonizers, and segregationists to dehumanize people of African descent, to make them feel as if they're less than, to make them into slaves, or simply to brand them as the other. On the other hand, black people have turned the word into another meaning, so they've rebranded it as a gesture of love and respect. But we know, historically, because of the history of the N-word and because of the world that we live in, certain groups of people, including white people, aren't allowed to say it because of the historical background. But yet, certain groups of white people continue to use it to objectify black people, to make them less, to feel lesser than, to brand them as the other. And that is why the word is off limits to white people, even comedians. And I really respect Seinfeld for pointing that out. Now, the problem that I have with this N-word, this is the problem I have with it. First problem, you have hypersensitized. Yeah, is that a word? Hypersensitized. You have hypersensitized the word. The N-word now is a word to be feared for. Right? When you're using the N-word, people get scared because of how people have turned this word, how they've made it sound. The N-word historically was used as a way to brand African Americans or borderline black people as second-class citizens, dehumanizing them. Fine, I accept that. But in today's age, why are people still using that word? And even if people use it, why are people getting so emotional about it? I understand the historical background to it. By you reacting so negatively towards it, in some respects, in one way or another, you're bringing slavery into the 21st century, as Kanye says. And this is what I understand from Kanye. This is the part where I understand and I agree with him when he says that black people are enslaving themselves in their heads. Because if you're reacting so negatively to the N-word, you're making that word, you're empowering that word to have the same effects as it had back in the days when slavery was around. Whereas if you was to react differently to the N-word, you would remove the power from it, and then no one would get hurt from it. It would just be another word. Whether black people say it, whether white people say it, it wouldn't have an impact. But we know the historical background to it. But what I'm saying is we make it far worse today because we're so hypersensitive to everything. The mere mention of a word, makes our veins pop up from our skin. Do you get me?
I get you.
Now, a few other things before we end today's discussion. I want to talk about the new Insta update, looking like Tinder.
I don't have it.
No, you don't, because it's been removed.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, Instagram, they released a Tinder lookalike update by accident. I stress the words accident, word, because apparently it was an accident. I don't think it was an accident, person. I think they fucked up.
No, I think they were just trying to test it out, and then people were like, oh, what? And then now they're calling it an accident.
Yeah, so the app basically changed the interface. So rather than scrolling up and down, you're scrolling side to side.
That's disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. When I first saw this, I was too scared to update it in. I was like, no, I want to keep the old way. So the manager, what's the guy's name? The Instagram head, Adam Mosseri, he goes, sorry about that. This was supposed to be a very small test, but we went broader than we anticipated. How much of a fucking idiot do you need to be to fuck up a test? Do you know what I mean? That wasn't a test. You lot released it, then saw how much people hated it, and then remade it again. Got the old interface back. I think he's chatting shit, personally.
Obviously.
Adam Mosseri, bit of background about this guy. He only recently took up his position as Instagram's boss. He worked for Facebook for a very long time as the head of its news feed. So how ironic is that? The fact that he's fucked up the interface for Instagram and he used to be the Facebook's newsfeed guy. So yeah, personally, I think Instagram fucked up, and in the future, if this is a test, can you imagine what the actual thing is going to be like? So that means that they're actually planning to release a new update, which is going to be side to side.
Yeah, Yeah, that's not going to be good at all. It's going to be so disgusting.
Having said that, a lot of people, all of us, whenever we get a new update on something, we always react differently to it, like negatively to it, but then we get used to it after a few days.
No, I don't think that's something to get used to, though.
Come on, man. People are still going to use Instagram regardless.
Come on, man. There's something else, though. Hold up. So, how does it work? So, you have to swipe left or right?
Yes, you have to swipe
left or right. So, if you don't like a photo, it's...
No, you double click it, but then to see photos, you swipe left or right.
That's so dumb.
I know. Young Bane was caught on Snapchat sucking his girl's toes. Why? Why are you doing that, bro? Why do we need to see that? Why do man them have the confidence to suck their girl's toes on Snapchat? I've got so many questions. Why are you sucking your girl's toes? Why are you posting it on Snapchat?
Right.
Why have you got a filter on your face as you're doing it? Why? What's going on, fam?
Let's not even talk about toes or feet. I just have a thing towards them, like.
You don't like it?
Oh.
Should fetishes be openly presented in Nah, fam.
Obviously not.
No, keep that shit for the bedroom. Lock the door. Lock your phones away. Close your blinds. Turn off the lights and do whatever you need to do, fam.
I don't want to see that.
No.
Imagine a little kid, just roaming around on Instagram.
Yeah.
And my God, who's this young Bane? And then goes to his profile and then see the story of him sucking his girl's toes.
Bruv, I'm seeing people having discussions on Instagram. Or if young Bane's able to suck his girl's toes on Snapchat, then we should be able to do this, that, and the other. No, you see what you've done, young Bane? Now you've opened the discussion up. Now you've got people talking about doing other shit in public. What's wrong with these guys, fam?
Who was that guy?
Young Bane, he's a popular UK artist.
No, there's an American guy.
Yeah.
What was his name? He did something over summer, and then I think Instagram deleted the account. Oh yeah, Boonk.
Who?
Boonk.
Who's that?
Some guy who does this comedy thing, but he wanted to release an album, and he had quite a lot of followers.
So what did he do?
Bro, he had sex.
Oh.
And he posted it.
See, that's not too bad because you got porn, but like. Sucking people's toes? Come on, bro.
Get back to yourself, man.
My man's face,
You're telling me sucking toes? Oh, what?
Listen, his face was dead ass straight. He was like...
Alright, Kevin.
with his phone in front of...
I don't want to see it.
Fam, imagine this. Picture this. You've got your phone in front of your face.
Look at him, yo.
He's dressed as a nun. The fuck is wrong with him? They're both dressed as nuns.
Well, 3 of them are dressed as
nuns. Why are people dressed as nuns? Oh, God. I guess Happy New Year's Eve. So I want you to picture yourself recording yourself.
No, I'm not gonna.
Toe.
No, I just. It's not me.
Fuck, man, he must have been fucking high off his face.
Look at that fat guy. Dressed as a nun.
Whoa! I was gonna say you're so deep for calling someone fat, but
sorry,
no, that's
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big, man.
Yeah,
bro, that's dangerous. In fact, all 3 of them are.
Well, 4 of them.
Oh my goodness me. Jeez. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is Bandernatch. You haven't watched it, have you?
No.
What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life, huh?
I'm just sleeping.
What are you doing with your life, man? You're not watching
the...
more people. You're not watching the Bandernatch? Bruv, you're missing out.
You're missing. How are you not watching Bandersnatch?
I've got no time to watch Bandernatch.
Would you, bro? It's the best thing.
I've got no time to watch
the-
anything. I've got no time to do
That's-
anything.
What are
Bitch.
you doing, bro? It's the best thing that's come out of 2018. Do you not realize what these men have done? They have taken films to another level. They have taken.
Yeah, I heard.
They've changed the game. Film.
How
They've changed the game.
Yeah, it's like, what was that? The concept's name, the genre.
Interactive
Storytelling.
movies.
No. Storytelling games.
Yes.
But they've done
Yeah,
that
like
with
FIFA.
FIFA.
They got this from FIFA, fam, where you get to make decisions for the player.
What do you mean? How?
So on FIFA, there's a mode where there's a player, there's a story mode, and then you get to basically anytime he interacts with someone, you get to make a decision of what kind of reaction he gives.
Where you get to choose what he says.
Not what he says, but how he says it. More like how he says it.
Look, I don't think that's. I think they got this straight from storytelling games, and storytelling games.
Well, yeah, it was
The
based
Walking
on the game.
Dead, Game of Thrones, and Batman.
There's a book called Bandersnatch, right? They got it from the book. The book is called Bandersnatch, and in the book you get to make decisions.
Oh, all right, cool then.
So in the book, if you choose option A, then you go to a certain page. If you select option B, you go to a second page. Do you get it?
Wow.
Crazy. Anyway, as I was saying, picture this: you're in a cinema. 5 years down who the fuck's making that noise? 5 years down the future, yeah, you're in the cinema. You got a control pad next to you. The movie comes on. 5 minutes down the movie, you got two options. The whole cinema needs to pick either A or B. The biggest percentage in the room wins, and then that's what the option that goes to.
That is sick.
Fucking crazy, right? That's
Yes.
the future of cinema.
Yeah, that's great.
That's the fucking future of cinema.
But I wouldn't like that.
I would love that. Do you know why? Because that will keep you on your toes. That will keep you interacted with the...
Yeah, I think there has to be a...
Hold on, Ihan. Not even that, yeah. Do you know why this is so good for cinemas? Not even cinemas. This is so good for people, for, companies that make films. Because now they have found a way that's going to keep the audience engaged. There's no way you're going to lose anyone now. People are always going to have to be peeled to the screen. Otherwise, they're not going to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice thought.
Bruv, shout out to Bandersnatch, man. They changed the game. The interactive Black Mirror film follows a 19-year-old aspiring games programmer, Stefan, as he creates a game based on a massive choose-your-own-adventure tone. Along the way, the viewer is prompted to make choices for Stefan. Some of these are trivial, like Frosties or Sugar Puffs, while some are key to unlocking the different endings. There's like 7 different endings.
What kind of a movie is it though? Like, what's the
It's wicked. So there's a guy, he's 19 years old. He's got an interview at a gaming company. He's got an idea to make a game. He goes and pitches it to them. They like it. He then needs to choose whether he makes it inside of the company or he makes it at home. You've got the choice. Throughout the movie, he has difficulties about making this game because this game is the same concept as the film. The game, inside of the game, you get to make choices.
Yeah.
But this is set in the 80s. So this
Okay.
is back when gaming was like mad, like old.
Yeah.
So in the game, you get to make options and you get to choose options. And he's obviously 19 and he's young, but his mind is, all over the place. Bruv, there are endings. Shall I spoil it for you?
Right.
So there are endings where he gets to kill his dad.
It's that deep.
He gets to chop. There's options. You either bury your dad or you chop him up.
I ain't playing that game.
Bro,
Or
watching that
watching.
film. That's another thing. People don't know whether to call it a film or a game.
interactive movie.
Interactive movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Bandersnatch, man. Next big thing to come in 2019. No. Anyways, I can't wait to see more Black Mirror. Black Mirror is just... Oh, bruv, you need to just watch Black Mirror. There's like 2 seasons, right? And they're basically made up of... all the episodes are different movies. Like short movies. But they all have a special message behind it. And it's like it relates to the world that we live in and it's things that we can't see. It's very, very deep.
I will give it a go, perhaps, and see.
I think you should.
I was saying I don't think I'll watch it, but yeah.
No, give it a go. Trust me. Black
Okay.
Mirror is sick. Made out of short movies and really, really good. And, they will just have...
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last time that you'll hear us in 2018. Thank you very much for joining us on this amazing journey that we've been on so far. We'll be back in 2019, hopefully with a lot more collabs. Episode 21, damn, we're on course. We're only 5 episodes away from 25, which is a quarter of a century.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
25, 50, 7500. Mad ting. Mad ting. Yes. If you guys want to go ahead and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast Tomato, that would be amazing. Follow us on SoundCloud. Follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube, The Tomato Podcast, Trending Entertainment News, and we're also on iTunes as well. We're on all of the major podcast platforms.
Yep.
Thank you again. I'm
Thank you.
so happy
He's very happy.
with how this has gone so far. And we're not stopping anytime soon. So, yeah. Join on board or get run over, basically. See you later, guys.
Peace.
Goodbye. And see you next year. Done.